Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Green Tongue Show. Lord of mercy. How you doing?
Yes. Thank you very much. It's Dr. Green Thumb Show right here live on YouTube, Be Real TV, Twitch, Discord, and BeReal.tv, the home site. I'm Dr. Green Thumb. Welcome to it. It's Thursday, and I got a special guest in the house. This is my brother. This is one of the reasons I even do what I do in the first goddamn place. My man, the legendary Mellow Man Ace, up in here.
No man. Peace, peace, peace.
Found me in the back alleys of Southgate, hanging with some bum-ass fools, and pulled me out of the gutter. Taught me how to do things, and here we are today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my brother.
Thank you,
You're welcome,
sir.
man.
To his right, the legendary Psycho Leezy.
Salute, salute. No doubt. Kind of twisted, kind of early, but we're going to do it, baby. Thursday. Coquito.
That's right. We got the Treehouse crew, Bolton Blombo, Bra Bra, and the Dominator.
We're up here big and back being Boolby.
That's right. It's all brilliant. Serious business.
Serious business in the treehouse.
We got the rolling champ rolling right now.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Hydraulic.
Good afternoon. That coquito is really good, by the way.
And the coquito's pretty good, I got to tell you.
Good looks, brother.
It's nice and fresh.
Holidays, not no more till next year. Be after this one.
That's right. And we got the man that flies with the balloons, Nostradamus, a.k.a. E-Tank. Mr. E-Zone in the house.
What's up, everybody? Hey, that coquito hit, man. Like I said no this time, bro. I was like, I took a nap last time. I did not have a good time.
Creeps up.
Yeah, I drank it like it was water, and then I just.
Well, you know, he puts the whiskey in it, so it's a little bit stronger.
This one is rum.
Oh, that one's rum?
Yeah, the original way.
Ah, yes.
Supposed to be rum.
That's the way. The 151. That's when you really get hammered. The 151.
Hammer time.
That will set your soul on fire. Got to tell you, set your soul on fire.
And it's Boricua drink. Remember that.
Yeah, I thought it was Colombian, son. My bad.
You know, just because I'm making it, don't make it Colombian.
I know. just because I grow weed, don't mean I grow all the weed. Right? That's the same thing.
Fucking Mellow.
We got Mellow in the house up in here, man.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. I remember sometimes we used to have partying way back in the day. Like one of the ones that I'll never forget is when we went up to Catalina.
Oh, word.
And we were on was it mushrooms or acid or something like that?
It was a jambalaya of
Probably
many
a
things.
Jambalaya of things. Man, it's a trip like the things we used to do lit like that. We used to be on some adventures.
Yeah.
Like, I remember we used to go to Arrow Flynn's and be totally smashed up there. Remember that?
Yeah. The swimming pool was eerie. You had all the skinheads up there.
Yeah.
And we just light that shit up.
You're okay. You're okay.
Oh,
You're okay.
Nah, I might take it a drink.
It's us.
If I mess
all right.
If I mess up.
All right. Well,
By that,
I had one ready to go.
All right, senor. Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
Messing up early.
It was it used to be crazy when we used to go up there because I tell these guys sometimes every now and then. That we'd go up to Arrow Flynn's. It's a dog park now and a hiking trail now.
Oh, is that where you guys ran down the hill?
Yeah. We would get totally smashed. We would take some blunts, some 40s, sometimes mushrooms, sometimes acid, sometimes other things, sometimes ladies.
Yes, sir.
Or girls, whatever. And we go up there and have we'd be partying out like. And it was crazy because we go up in there in the dark with no flashlights, nothing.
Yeah. Remember the eerie part walking up? You had to cut through the ghost town tennis courts that he had up there.
Yeah.
For those that are not familiar with Errol Flynn, he was a star, TV star, film star.
Yeah.
In the 1920s.
Yeah, 20s and 30s, yeah.
So he had a mansion in the Hollywood Hills, and we would go up there. It was abandoned by then, but man, it was just insanity, bro. We'd show up lit and then get there and get more lit.
Get more lit.
Yeah.
I was telling them about the time we ran down the hill while we were totally fried up. And instead of taking the path, we ran down the side of the hill and we all started tumbling. And it's amazing we didn't die.
Yeah.
Not one of us. We got lucky.
And I believe Little Willie did tumble down.
Yeah, he did tumble. He tumbled. Him and
Sendog actually tumbled down.
Yeah.
And one of them dropped the J.
Yeah.
And the other one said, well, hold up. He's rolling down. Let me save the J.
Yeah.
Forget the homie.
Forget the homie. Let's get that J. Man, the party times. Man, you know what's crazy is that we used to party up and then go run games of basketball on other neighborhoods. Remember that?
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Good old days.
We had
play basketball on acid?
Well, other things.
Yeah, we had to win first, and then when we won, and then we go celebrate that heavy. But when it came to balling, like our positions were like Magic, Byron Scott, Kareem. Everybody had a role to play on our squad, and so we won a lot.
We won a lot. We were lit too. After boy,
Yeah.
We'd celebrate. You know what's crazy is that like we were very active as a block. Like we played basketball against other neighborhoods, right? We go to the parks or the schools and play against other guys with our squad. And then when it was football season, we'd go to the Southgate Park, which should be called Cypress Hill Park. And we'd go play football against other neighborhoods over there.
That's right. I rarely jumped in with you guys on the football thing. My thing was more like
you ran quarterback a couple times.
I ran a couple times, maybe played free safety a little bit, but I wasn't much of a contact dude. You know what I mean? Like
those were tough games. We were always outnumbered in those games too.
Oh man, in the rain.
Oh man, and we were playing smashed out of our minds.
Y'all think I would have still been doing the same thing if you had phones?
Nah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I think that changes everything. Like when you think about it, you're like, damn, man. I'm like, where did you guys have all this time? And like now I'm just like, damn, all the time's occupied because of this.
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if you guys have phones, you guys still be playing basketball?
We were a crew that like we were very tight knit. We like did a bunch of stuff, all in a group setting, right?
That's right.
Which was like if we went to a party, we all gathered up and we either drove or walked to that party.
Everybody put money in the basket, and then when we got a whole smorgasbord of treats,
collecting.
Yep.
Right?
Like a church.
Hold on, everybody put money in a basket?
Well, sort of like, I got a 20 I saved up this week.
Yeah, we'd all throw in.
We'd all throw in.
So everybody's bringing in their drugs.
Well, we had the money to buy the party favors. Let's just say that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like a potluck. So
Yeah.
like somebody brought an 8-ball, the other person brought like some weed. The other
Yeah, everybody threw in the pot so we can get what we wanted to get. It wasn't like, everybody just brought all these different drugs.
I was about to
It
say,
wasn't
damn,
like
there
that.
was a jambalaya.
Well, it was in a way.
It was because on any given night, somebody could pull up, yo, I just scored this, So throw that in there, man. Let's roll that up.
Oh, man, we had some party times, that we've lucky enough to survive through.
Yeah. So a lot of people ask me, how come you don't smoke no more and you got the whole Cypress Hill Connect, your brother, B, Muggs, everybody. And I'm like, what? I had an episode, where
episode?
No, it was a real episode. back in the 90s, the homie Shag, rest in peace,
Yeah, rest in peace.
was having me sign autographs for his building out in Paramount, right?
Yeah.
But what he wasn't telling me is that the weed was coming over in gas tanks. Oh. So I started smoking fumes, and it was hard to keep lit, but I was smoking the fumes from the
Right.
gas tank. Next thing you know, Meezy's in rehab,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And I'll never forget that. So now I have like a chemical imbalance, so no matter how good or how beautiful the plant is,
It gives
It's
you
just-
that.
Noid.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like you got like a bad dentist experience.
It's almost like it's almost like PTSD. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like it's almost like when people smoke for the first time and no one tells them, "Hey, don't hit that so hard." That's like that crazy shit. Like,
Yeah.
take a chill on it.
Mellow
And
was-
someone just drank. Did I violate?
I think you did.
Oh,
Mellow,
man.
What about smelling it? You
Mellow
cool
was
with that?
smoking that gas for real though, man.
Yeah,
Like-
no. I'm glad. I'm glad that we're having this conversation because so many people ask me, "Man, you don't smoke and you don't smoke." I bet you don't.
He did.
No.
Once upon a time.
I want you to tell everybody I smoke more than you know what I mean. Like I
Yeah.
drop more than some cats smoke.
Yeah.
Yes
no.
or no?
For real. Yeah.
For
no
real,
doubt.
for real.
We party. Like, you know, he did smoke weed for sure. You know, but like again, when PTSD happens in something, you'll stay away from something. You know, like for instance, right? But like I used to shroom a lot. We all did. And there was one particular tour I did shrooms on, and I got like some bad news from home that I did not like. And it put me in a horrible state of mind. And I was like peaking on mushrooms at this point, and I got so pissed off. I broke this glass table that was in the hotel room. Cost me 7 racks.
Damn, that's a lot, dude.
Yeah, but it was a thick table. I shouldn't have been able to break it, but because you're on mushrooms, you don't know your own strength sometimes.
Well, you didn't use anything? You just went
I
like
had I had a phone. I was talking to somebody on the phone. They said something to me crazy about somebody else, and I was like, "Oh, bam!" And I smashed the phone on the table, broke the phone, broke the table, and cost myself 7 racks. But when I broke the table, it tripped me out because I was like, "This is what I'm capable of if I'm that mad on this. I cannot have issues when I'm on the mushrooms." I realized that like after that trip, so I had some issues that I could not get around at the point, like anger issues, and so I didn't do mushrooms for a long time because I was afraid that it would tap into that and make me like
Hulk.
Hulk out again like that, and that because I didn't like that feeling. You know what I mean? I'd rather be at peace with things than
At
to
peace
be
with the shroom.
Yeah, because you don't like when someone does mushrooms for the first time, you know, if they're with someone that is experienced, you have to tell them like, "Hey, listen, if you got any hangups right now, it's best you don't do this until you get over those hangups so that you could have a great trip and not like have the trip where you're focusing on your hangup and letting it eat you while you're."
But let's also be considerate and kind of let's be real about it. There are some people that some drugs are not for those people, man.
That's true,
Like
too.
I've noticed that, like, you know, that like you know, I'm not gonna say certain people are just hex for life, but some people just don't have the best luck and they always got shit going on in their life. You know what I mean? And it's like it's never gonna be a good time for them to take mushrooms, bro. It's just never. It's like, hey, just smoke weed.
Yeah,
That's it for
it's
you.
not for everybody.
Yeah, like
He took his pain like a man right here. He's like,
cheers, y'all.
And we keep
all
track.
right, we got it.
We keep track.
Yeah, that
Um,
guy's good back there. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I think that some folks should not, you know, dabble or experiment because they're just not in the right frame of mind for it. It's, you know, and they may never be. May never be. And some folks, it could help them, but they got to be in the right frame of mind. You know what I mean, you go with too many hangups and you don't have a guide with you, like to help you go through that when you start tripping out. It could be potentially a bad trip.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember coming like, you know, walking through Southgate certain nights, seeing certain people we knew like on you know, like on a wet one.
Yeah.
Like
What's
trip
that, Sherm?
Wet Dad.
Yeah. Like
yeah.
man. Like that's
Like
crazy.
like how training day smoke, like how.
Yeah. Hey, do you remember when we were it was when the Lakers won in '86. It was the parade,
Of course.
86.
Yeah.
I don't know if we took the bus down there or
took the bus.
We took the bus and we got off and we were on this corner and there was these two pimps that looked like they just got out of the county jail. They had white suits on.
Yeah.
One of them had a turquoise vest and the other one had a red vest, right?
Wow.
But they were on the corner and they were frozen, like sitting there talking to each other like like this. Hey, they're looking at us. Don't look over there. Don't look over there. No, man. No. Don't look over there. They were totally stuck right
I'm
there.
surprised you remember that, man.
I'm an elephant.
Be Real does have a good ass memory.
God.
They were stuck right there because they were on a wet one, bro. Like, it was the craziest thing. They looked like they just came out of like one of those dance shows where you're not Soul Train, but Danny Terrio shit.
Did you smoke PCP
Damn it,
before?
I did it again. Huh?
Have you smoked PCP before?
Never.
I have. I'd love to tell you a little story.
Let's talk about it.
That was my next question.
I was on the Wet Daddy one time. We went uptown, up to the South Central. We used to call it uptown. Let's go uptown and see the Jamaicans. And,
Yeah, the Jamaicans had good weed too.
They
boy.
had to double dip, get down, right? 2 for 10s. And one day we sitting in the whip and we lit, light that sucker up, man, and it's poof, right? Anyway, about 10 minutes later, I'm sitting next to my brother, and then on this side, it had to be Tomahawk in the back of Marco's whip.
And that would be T-Funk from the Funk Dubious.
Absolutely. I get this rage because you can't control the P. You know what I
Right.
mean? You can't control the PCP.
Out of nowhere, like anger.
I had a pipe, smoking some weed. Now I'm trying to like level it out, and this anger and this rage came about me that I had the glass bong, little small pipe, a little pipe, cracked it up against the windshield of the car, broke everything, but I didn't bleed though.
That's crazy.
Superhuman.
Hey, no, but that's real talk though. Look, because there was a dude that lived around the neighborhood that we hung out in, right? Like where he lived, maybe a couple blocks south and to the west. There was this little crew of homies, and I'm not gonna say what that crew was, but they had this one little dude who ran the pack of homies, and he was notorious. Everybody who was like a gangbanger in the area, they wanted to get with that dude because him and his brother were crazy. And so these guys caught him on his porch, right? They see him, he's drinking a 40 on his porch, and they blast him with a shotgun right in his stomach. They don't know he's on PCP. They just blast him and they take off. The fact that he was on PCP saved his life because he didn't panic. He didn't go into shock. He was just sort of like tripping out, like
What the?
and the calm that he had, and his mind not being in the place that it would normally be, where he would die from that.
He lived?
He lived.
He's still alive?
Yes. Well, I don't know if he's alive now, but he lived through that.
He got shot again.
He probably got shot again. He lived through that because the PCP kept him from going into shock. He was so tripping balls on the PCP that, like, he probably didn't even feel pain initially. He probably felt a sting, but like they took him to the hospital. They pulled out all the pellets. They saved him, and he lived through that.
He kept banging?
Of course he did.
He was nutty.
Thought he
I
was.
know who you're talking about.
You know exactly who I'm talking about.
Say you got the strength of 10 to 13 men on the P.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, do you remember?
Possession, man.
Do you remember? We used to hang out like when we were younger over at a Jack in the Box on Firestone in California, right? Remember that?
Of course.
And there was one day we were out there, and this dude, he got gaffled up by the Southgate Police Department, and he was about a 6'3", 6'4" Kenny Loggins looking ass white guy, right? Full beard, Kenny Loggins cut, but he didn't have a shirt on, and he didn't have shoes on, like he was on one.
Yeah.
And it took about 15 Southgates to subdue this guy and put him in the back of the car.
No, sir. We were not in the gate. We were blitz getting our burgers, but we were in Long Beach that night.
No, this was in the gate. The
Gate?
The Long Beach was another night.
That was bugged out.
That was
Yes,
another.
okay.
That was a whole other
I
thing.
think I blacked out of that one.
No, in Southgate, it was right in front. It was right in front of the Jack in the Box on the it was the northwest corner right there. I don't at the time there might have been like a car dealership right there, or something.
Okay, yeah.
But it happened right there. They take this guy, they try to stuff him in the back seat, and they get him in the back seat, but then he kicks out the windows with his bare feet and just like, yeah.
You could kind of do that with your heels, though, man. You know what I mean? I think, the feet.
Yeah, but he had no shoes on, no.
Like that's the trip right there.
Yeah, and
that's the strength of 12 men there.
Yeah, in the back seat of a police car window.
It's bulletproof, though. Right?
Well, it's a little thicker. It's not bulletproof, but it's a little thicker than an average window because they know they have someone back there that's going to be like at some point, if they can, they'll try to get out. This dude smooth kicked the damn window out of the back.
That must have been during our LA B-boy years.
It was.
Okay.
It was.
All right.
It was, yeah. And man, that dude, 15 cops. 15 cops for that one guy. Now, if he was sober, 3 cops at best.
Yeah.
Because he was lanky. He wasn't even like a big dude,
Man, it's starting to come back to me.
Yeah, it's a trip, man.
Kenny Loggins.
It's a trip how many people were getting wet in Southgate.
Real talk.
I didn't know, first of all, that seems like a superhero drug. Like, I didn't think about that. Like, if there was a strain of weed, they're like, look, dude, like you could build here half a house if you smoke this blunt. Like, if I can control it, but that sounds uncontrollable, like that rage.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
like,
look, here's the thing,
out of nowhere, right? That's just a little bit too.
When someone has taken enough of that, you do not want to fight them because they will kill you. And not even be trying to kill you.
Superpowers.
They just don't know how strong they are in that moment because you tap into the part of your brain that's unlimited. Like you're not thinking about the limitations you have as a man or a woman when you're on that. You're just, everything is.
You guys made me.
Everything's right there available to you.
You guys made me realize right now that my friend in high school might have been on PCP, and we just thought, because this is why I think about this now. There was like 3 dudes trying to hold him down because he had been drinking and he went out to smoke that night. And then we're like, hey, dude, we're gonna drop you off at your house. Just be like, we know where you stay at. Just gonna take you up there. And this fool kept he's like, no, he's like, you ain't gonna put me to sleep. And then like he started pushing these motherfuckers like, damn. He started pushing them out the way like hard. And I'm like, yo, we're all like 18, 19, and we're like, this is some super strength right here. And then his dad pulled up, you know what I mean? And his dad was like, I know how to deal with my son. Just, it's cool. Thank you for bringing him home. But I was just like, yo, he might have been on PCP and we didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Because one of the homies flew. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. I'm not even going to attempt it. I'm just going to watch.
Now, do you remember if he used to babble when you thought he was on it?
Like, they didn't know he was on.
Because we just thought that babbling was from drinking because he'll start slurring his words.
There it is.
And then we're like, hey, fool, like, why did you drink that much?
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna get like that, and we're like, we were all drinking the same thing, and yeah, I guess my friend Jonathan was smoking PCP.
Yeah, it's one of the most uncontrollable highs I've ever had because you can't make anything out in front of you. It's like the world starts to spin so fast you can't make anything out. So you're trying to explain everything, but you're just babbling. You're just like, one night, me and Sendog came home like that.
Oh my God!
Mom's rest in peace, me. She was. Sen was more in control. He was coming down, but I was fresh on, man. And so Mom's comes out. She said, "What's wrong with your brother?" And he's like, "He's just drunk, Mom. I'll put him to sleep." You know what I'm saying? I'm over there going,
oh man.
My God.
Hey, rest in peace.
Rest in
Moms.
peace.
I remember when she found the shoebox of weed Sendog was hiding under, or I think in the closet. And she flushed all the weed down the toilet.
Yeah, we were looking to make a good little bunch that summer.
That was that 15-foot weed plant
that
in the
accidentally
back
grew in the backyard. Yeah,
but nobody thought at the time, like, you're like, yo, this is gonna stink up the whole house.
Well, no one knew that it. Like Sendog didn't know that it was a weed tree until that it was that it was weed till their neighbor from across the street said, "Yeah, this looks pretty good," and he was like, "It's a fucking tree, damn it."
What happened? We used to throw the seeds.
Yeah.
We used to sit in the back house room in my mom's, and we get in the cipher.
Yeah.
Whatever we was tapping into that day, but if we smoked weed, we'd get the seeds, right, and we throw them right out the window, and we thought nothing.
Yeah.
Months later, there's a 15-foot tree growing, and we're like, why didn't we see this happening?
And no one even knew what it was at first until homeboy came and said, "Oh, nice tree.
Let's trim this."
Let's trim this."
Y'all didn't know it was like weed?
And Sendog was like, "It's a fucking tree. That's another one." He's like, "It's a tree. What's the big deal?" And he goes, "Dude, that's weed."
Yeah.
Oh. And then,
That was because the stuff you were getting didn't look like that, huh?
yeah.
Yeah,
no,
that's what I'm saying, 'cause
that-
how would you be able to tell?
This was the days of much boof
Yeah.
and mids.
Because how would you be able to tell? It's like now you see a nugget. Like there's some plants in the wild. Like if you go on a
Well,
hike, you'll see them.
well,
They look like
well,
weed. That's
here-
what the difference is
Here's
now.
the
But
thing,
before, you
right?
didn't know.
Unless you're reading High Times magazine religiously, and we weren't yet at that point, and unless you grew it and you just smoked it, you didn't know how it started. You just know how it ends. You buy it in the bag, right?
Yeah.
But beforehand, you don't know what it looks like before it gets into that bag when you're that young. If
Right.
no one educates you, you know what I mean? That's why, like, for a time, no one knew that was a big ass weed plant in the yard.
Yeah.
Because we had never seen one pre-bag.
Smokable, pre-bag,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But if you remember, we threw so many different types of seeds
Yeah.
in it. The strand was so dope.
Yeah, it was a good. It was
Purple
a good,
hairs and
Is-
everything.
she flushed all of it down the toilet.
She flushed Sen's portion down the toilet.
I was gonna say like 15 feet. Like you guys had to hide that.
He should have hid that in
Well,
the garage. I don't know why he didn't hide it in the
If I
garage.
remember correctly, I think Kirby Lerb dried it out for us, hung it, strung it,
Yeah.
and then got it ready for us to smoke.
Yeah, and he took a good portion of it.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he gave your brother like a shoebox full, or he gave you guys like a shoebox, maybe two, and he kept the other shoe boxes.
Yes.
Because I mean, it was a 15-foot plant. It was definitely over a pound.
Yeah.
And
We never got the truth there.
yeah, no, he wasn't gonna. I mean, it's Kurt. He wasn't gonna tell you guys.
Sky.
That guy. How's that phone working for you? That halfy half right
I know. I
there?
thought you had a Game Boy too. I was like,
You know what? It's working real well, man. The only thing that you have to be concerned with is the crease that may occur.
Right.
But so far, so good. I've had it about a year. And you could just be at the crib, lay it down, you on YouTube.
there's a crease in the middle.
Yeah, well, it can't. Yeah, I mean,
There
it's
can be,
bold
but it's
and,
meant to fill. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a slight one, but it doesn't bother me
Yeah.
enough to be like, yo, I don't like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you can sit it down like this here. You know what I'm
But
saying?
it's cool. Makes it more compact, right?
Absolutely. When when you got a lot of things in your pocket, this tucks in well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I would shoot. Like you start. What do you prefer? The bigger phone? Like I prefer a big. I'll start eliminating stuff out of my pocket because I used to carry a lot of stuff in there, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, damn. I start taking stuff out. Like pockets will limit you, but some of us abuse the limits of those pockets.
Oh man, sometimes there was like at least a year and a half ago before I was like just being conscious of it, man. My pockets be so stuffed. I'd be like, what? Why the hell am I putting all this shit in my pocket? Damn it, again.
That's
You're good.
Oh, okay, I'm good now.
Especially
But
if you
I
have the
still-
2 cell phones. You know the guy with the 2 cell phones?
Oh yeah.
And then you might have a pack of cigarettes. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Or a lighter.
He's rolling up, bulging.
yeah.
Keys.
Oh man.
yeah, the keys, bro. Then you got like 6 lighters, bro, that you picked up. And you're like, damn.
Yeah, you guys are notorious for that.
Yeah, we definitely.
Pick up lighters.
Yeah,
I have 16 lighters at the end of the day.
Yeah, I was telling these dudes when I moved into the crib that I've been settled there for a few years now. But when I first moved in and I started going through all the stuff, I found this jar of lighters, and it was like a big old jar full of big lighters, and I was like, damn, I am the lighter thief because I know I didn't buy not one of those.
Yeah.
Do you feel guilty when you buy lighters now? Like the other day, I really like. I had a drawer too. And I was like, I started bringing 1 or twice every day. I was like, I have a lot. I got to start giving them back without people knowing I took them. So I would bring them here, and sure enough, everybody's eventually they're out of my hands because that drawer is kind of empty now. And I'm like, I was at Target, and I'm like, 6-pack of lighters. I could use right now. And I was like, I shouldn't even buy it. You're just gonna run into it. But it did make me feel guilty. Like I'm just like, man, I'm gonna buy these lighters real quick. Like
Leave them around the studio.
Yeah, and I'm like, somebody's gonna end up jacking every single one of those from you, dude.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
But now I just put my logo on mine. I'm like, where's mine at? It's right there.
I noticed that if you get a case for your lighter, right, and it's your favorite case, you won't jack anyone's lighter, and chances are they don't jack yours. The only way you lose it is if you leave it behind.
Have they ever left the case there and taken the lighter? Because they've done me like that before.
No, I've never.
Yeah, bro.
That's courteous.
I mean, at least
that is that's courtesy for
But
sure.
but I'm sure this is like, I'm not gonna say this is for sure. It's not C- because he smokes cigarettes, but you know what I'm saying, this is very cigarette tendencies, and there was a lot of people smoking at the time. And was like, these bastards took it out and just left the case there. They're like,
So, I'm gonna need your lighter. Here's your case, buddy. And I'm gonna take your lighter. That's at least courtesy. Like, you know.
they do when they do get you for the really fancy cases though. Some people they'll go out of their way to return it. Like I had a person that like I didn't see for like months, and he was like, man, I just couldn't live it down. I saw it every day, and they ended up driving back here when they just drop it off. I'm like, people, because you know some of them get up pretty pricey. Now it's like it's more of an accessory thing, and the like you said, the case prevents you from being jacked.
Yeah, you feel bad taking someone's lighter case.
Yeah, like sometimes I get home and I just got a whole bunch of lighters with butterflies and all kind of weird lighters with people. I'm like,
Stuff you wouldn't buy.
Where the
Yeah.
fuck I get this lighter from you? I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
Even then, with the case too, I feel like you'll just be like, I feel like it gives me a reason. Like, hey, yo, you got that lighter? By
You know what would happen though? Like in a whole different scenario, when I was doing coke, like bro, sometimes you would come up on $100, and then you're like, man, this was not mine. I did not have 100, and like you'd be like, all right, was this yours? And then you're playing, you're like, guess who? You know what I mean? You're like, but that would be like, that's like the cocaine lighter, like the rolled up $100 bill or like the money.
crazy. Yo, Mellow,
There's a confession.
That's
There's confessions going on in here tonight.
Mellow. Let me ask you a real question. Like, take us back to Mentirosa. Like, you had a chick that was doing you wrong or something, and you was like, yo, I'm gonna write this down.
Like, was she real?
He knew her. B knew her.
She was on Mentirosa.
B knew her. And I mean, when the actual story, when we actually put the story together, she was. I'm not even gonna.
And the carnicero
Yes.
and everybody was
I'm not gonna
involved.
say
It
her
was like
name. I'm not gonna
crazy,
say her
bro.
Hey, you don't got
I'm not gonna say her name.
She's
but,
still around?
Probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. She's still a nightmare. But yeah, Tony G had said, bring this back bilingual. And at that point, we had only been rapping in either English or Spanish in either language, but we didn't combine it yet.
Yeah.
So me and B, together, we were sitting in his Pinto. Remember?
You had a
Remember?
Pinto?
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
have a Pinto.
Hey, times were tough before we got on.
Gang banging ass Pinto.
We're sitting in the Pinto. We were drinking 40s and we were smoking some Bleezies, but nothing was coming. So far, B had come up with "Check This Out, Baby."
Yeah.
That's what I remember. So I say, "Hey, yo, I gotta use the facilities. I gotta throw the gas real quick." I go in. I hear the kid next door. He says, "Ama, I'm going to the liquor store. Ahorita vengo." And the
Boom.
light came on. I'm like, that's the style. We talk like this every day.
Right.
So if I put one line in English, one line in Spanish, saying the rhyming word on the corresponding language, I got the style. So by the time I got back to B in the car, check this out, baby, then the next line would be English. Tenemos tremendo lío. And that's how the style was created.
Yeah, it was simple as that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
the
Crazy
girl-
how that
Classic.
Did the girl know eventually, like the song was about her?
Oh, I've told her over the years.
Oh.
She knows it's her, and she's trying to get paid over 32
Oh,
years.
damn,
She
like
got
that.
those- Zero royalties, let me tell you. You know what I'm saying?
She wants a percent. Yeah.
She's always wanted a percent.
Being an inspiration to a song doesn't, entitle you to a point.
It does not.
You know what I'm saying?
Does not.
Yeah, nah, dude. Then like, you can't. Then you wouldn't be able to make a song about anything. Somebody's gonna be like, "Yo,
Yo,
the homeless deserve all for we are the world."
you were inspired by this. You owe me. Yeah,
Crazy.
that would be crazy.
Yeah, man, that would.
No one would want to make anything. Like, what?
Because you can't even make like. You'd have to make songs about like stuff and not people anymore. Like just purely stuff. Like not people, because these stuff can't sue you.
Stuff you've been through that doesn't.
No, or just like
or
stuff
no,
in general.
stuff you've been through that, didn't involve anybody else. And then
Yeah.
you say, well, no, this is my life. I wasn't inspired by nothing you did over here.
Or like they do in Cuba, they make a song about the girl wears a pillow booty. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
or like a loaf of bread. That was a record. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or something like I'm going to Havana.
Yeah.
From here, from where I live, and that was the song.
A navigation
song,
song.
That- yeah. Nos vamos pa La Habana, and then that was the song.
And that's like LL Cool J saying, I'm going back to Cali.
Right. Yeah. Probably where you got the idea.
Right? Hey, have you heard about that the new like music movement over there? It's called Bacoso.
No, sir.
And it's based off of hip hop and like traditional African rhythms that have lived on the island, you know.
Say the name again.
It's called Bacoso.
Bacoso.
Yeah.
No, but I asked my cousins.
It's pretty dope. Like they did like a documentary on it not long ago, and they run it on PBS and the public stations and all that stuff. And the producers, it's crazy because they make this. It's like old school African rhythms, but like you know that you can dance to straight up. Like that's why it's so big because the chicks can dance to it down there. But it's also you know cats doing like hip hop, like you know rapping over it, and also doing like traditional chants and singing on it. But
Yeah.
it's really dope. It's percussive and like, man, you know,
Word.
it's but what they got to work with and how they're creating something new with very little.
Yeah.
Like in comparison to what we have to be creative with out here
True.
in technology and equipment
Yeah.
and stuff like that, they're doing some miracle type.
Well, I mean,
shit.
don't be surprised because we send our family out there so many things. Like I got a cousin who's a DJ, right, in Consolacion, and so he wants DJ equipment. I have another cousin up the river in Pinad that she works in the music industry, but there and locally they put up talent and whatnot.
Right.
So I'm sure that she's in the blend there, in the fold of that movement.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna definitely
Yeah, you
touch base with her about
You
that.
should check it out, man.
Crazy.
Some of the stuff sounds really dope. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, it's like any other genre of music. You're gonna have your stuff that sounds really dope that like you get down with, and then the other stuff is gonna be like, I don't know, okay, I could do without that. But that's any genre, I guess. But like what they're doing is pretty dope. It's creative.
Say it again, Pacoso?
Bacoso.
Bacoso.
Bakoso.
Got you.
Yo, Mellow, you fucks with the trap music and all that, the reggaeton movement and all that.
Reggaeton, I really like. You know what I'm saying? I've never done a reggaeton record, but I think that I can do one.
Yeah.
Oh, you could definitely do it.
Definitely.
You know,
Man,
if we all wanted to get together and do a joint,
Let's do
we
it.
could definitely do
Oh, all right. You just
what
said it. There it is.
do it.
That's
You
easy.
know? Yeah.
No, I mean, you know, I would think that's a lane that you would flourish in easily.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because like a lot of that lane was inspired by stuff you did early on.
Thank you, sir. No, I agree with that. I appreciate that. I just never, you know, found the right track that moved me, and
I got
but
you.
so you know what I
Got
mean.
you. I got you. Don't worry.
I've never met the right reggaeton producer,
Right.
You know?
And that's
and I'm not in that lane, so
And that's it too, you know, like trying to find like what you vibe to, what like you feel like you could be comfortable on and stuff like that.
yeah,
And finding the right producer that understands that and that could produce you in the way that like, you know, it's taking you out of your comfort zone, but you don't even know it. You know what I mean?
yeah. Because I mean, underneath it all, it's a lot of Spanish rap.
Yeah.
You know, Spanish rap, and we all know some of the originators of that,
That's
and
right.
so that's right up the lane. So, I'm looking forward to doing something like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But trap, I'm not really into the trap thing.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, because that's like a sort of new subgenre coming up right now. That's like it's not new. It's been around for a minute. Because I remember when you told me about it some years back, called trapeton, right?
Yeah, they just do the same 808 beats on the Spanish. but-
Yeah, it's trap, but in Spanish. with
And then
reggaeton on it.
the new thing of it is that they'll incorporate those beats, but then they'll also add the dembow into it, so you hear the same thing into it. So I'm like, man, that's crazy how they have like producers that'll like have been on it for a while, and the only reason they like, I would say the only reason some of them got that down is because they started teaming up with like the old school motherfuckers who like did it, like, you know, like the first ones they had it popping the first time.
Yeah.
And then now this is a new wave of all these young cats that got trap money or whatever the fuck.
If you're not a reggaeton producer, don't leave that alone because they got it on lock. And like me personally, I would reach out to some cats that I know that
and they're cool ass motherfuckers, bro. They a lot of reggaeton motherfuckers smoke like a motherfucker.
Hey,
I think
you
they
know
smoke
what?
more than hip hop artists.
That is the thing, though. Like, if you're a hip hop producer and you go and try to produce reggaeton,
they gonna know, and
They're-
I'm gonna
they're-
know. Everybody's gonna know that.
yeah, they're gonna be like, nah. But if you go to an actual reggaeton producer, they're gonna be all about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
They don't mind if we come into their world and do that as rappers, as producers. They're not so welcoming. You know, like, hey, no. You come to us for this.
I worked with a lot of reggaeton cats, and they producing right there, and I hear them talking, and I'm with them like word.
Nah, and it makes sense because I mean, you know, like if you're gonna do that, you want to go to the guys who do that the best, right, in terms of production wise, so that they could give you the best look possible. Instead of, you know, like going with homie over here who for generations has been doing hip hop and now he's gonna try his luck producing this over here. It's easier for us that rap, you know, on it than it is, I think, for the producers. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Like you just basically this lane is yours over here, this lane is mine over here.
Yeah.
We're cool. But if your MC wants to come do this, he got to come into my lane.
There's a
You know,
certain
for it to be accepted. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's a certain kick and a snare they use, and you can't use no other snare because it's not gonna be reggaeton.
Yeah.
It won't be authentic.
It won't be, you know.
They've been selling those same outlines,
Drum
like
kits.
Pro Tools and stuff.
Same drum
Bro,
kits.
like same drum kits for a while, bro. Like,
they
I mean,
sell
I remember when my friend would buy those for like, you used to pay for the CD, and it's like to this day, all they did is just switch it up with different sounding, but it's the same layout.
And
bro.
every foundationary beat is
Well, that could be the reason why motherfuckers got tired of that and started moving to the trap beats.
Or singing, or like becoming
Singing
more
and
with
trying to
the
get away from
Well, I don't think there's people tired of it. It's just people looking for another option because, like, forever, even from reggae, from dance hall to reggaeton, that's what chicks dance to right there. That's the heartbeat. Chicks dance to that particular.
Yeah, but the new dance is that twerk dance, and that's worldwide right there.
Well,
you drop those beats.
Well, where do you think twerk came from, son?
Exactly.
So it's just a translation of it. But I'm saying that's the foundation from dance hall to reggaeton, that beat. And all the variables that go around it depend on the musicians you got that put what they hear on top of that. You know what I mean? But it all falls in that same tempo where you could trap it out. That's where the translation happens. It could go to a, you know, if it's a 70 BPM beat over here, it's a 140 BPM beat over here. And it's more danceable and all that, but it's basically the same beat, the same tempo.
I wouldn't mind having like a reggaeton smash out there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like the one that maybe makes them get up, you know, the shorties and really, you know what I mean? Some crazy just
come on.
If you're gonna be doing reggaeton, your objective is to be making the chicks dance.
Yeah, it's gotta move them. It's gotta move them.
Yeah.
Especially like your shows is nothing but parties. For the people, they're there to party, so it would fit perfect. You
Absolutely. I think it could work over, you know.
Oh man, that you would kill that. You do a little EP.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Do a little EP and
why not
smash it.
Why not?
Oh yeah, it's overdue, Papa.
I'm an
overtime.
I'm an A&R that. Don't worry, I got you.
There you go.
All right.
Coquito record.
I got a couple titles
Coquito
that work
Records.
already too. I actually do. I have a couple titles that I put aside in my phone for the day that I meet the right reggaeton dude, producer. And so there's one called Toxico. I should probably not even say this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we don't get bit.
But you're manifesting right now, and that's
we
good.
manifesting for real. And another one called Mango. You know, porque
That's
tú
dope
sabes,
too.
tú eres un mango, tú sabes. Y la nena tiene que tomar de mango, papá. tú sabes. Tranquilo, porque es de mango.
See,
Put some African rhythms.
I mean, you got those are two dope ideas off top.
Thank you, sir.
I'm saying, we got to find you the right guy, Papa.
Yeah, what's up, Les?
Bring it.
He's going to A&R it.
I got you, man.
Word up, man.
That's it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, man. It's again, finding the right vibe.
It is because I've been with some dudes that they didn't have the right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you hear a rhythm, you know where the authenticity of it came from. But then when you hear, like he said, if you're not using the right, the right
kick and
tone
the
on your
snare,
kick
yeah.
or your snare, you could tell, okay, this is a sometime guy.
Right.
And already you'll know, this won't get respected over here because
Exactly.
it's just not authentic in that fashion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To where even a A&R might go,
It's like when they try to do
Yeah.
Spanish music, like when you see certain artists that are like I guess predominantly English artists, like let's say a Drake, they'll try to cross over. It's like it'll hit in the mainstream here, and like in Florentine Gardens, they'll still bump that shit. You know what I mean? But let's just say back home, people they'll be like, look at this, look at Bad Bunny selling out, working with Drake. Shit don't sound authentic,
Yeah.
like the real, I guess, reggaeton fans.
Well,
like they
he
know.
would sound good. It would be like a question if Drake sounded good, right?
Yeah, that's what I meant, like Drake, because
Yeah.
he's branching over and he did it in Spanish. He did that shit with bachata and he did it with reggaeton.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, the bachata one was kind of like
Scooby Doo for real.
Scooby Doo. I think Beyonce did something in Spanish, but I think
What?
some time ago.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Her new album was actually not bad. That I was like, all right, this is there's that dance one, it had that like freestyle.
No, she flipped it. That was a dope idea for her to do. You know
I
what
wouldn't
I'm
listen to any other shit that she had been putting out, but I was like, that Break My Soul. I was like, this shit sounds like some like 90s house music party shit. Like it just has that vibe.
Basura.
That shit was hot, bro.
Yeah, I mean, hey, chicks loved it. You could dance to it. Girls love to dance. You ain't gonna lose with that. I know.
Hey, if you can make me dance, then you got a banger. How about that?
Keep drinking then.
Damn.
That's where you say touche.
What about you as a producer? You never thought of making some reggaeton beats?
Not really. I mean, yeah, I leave it alone. I mean,
Strictly hip hop.
Yeah, I mean, I could do any beat. I got house beats. I got all kind of beats, but I know I would rather just go to get, something like a reggaeton beat. I got producers that do that shit, and
Yeah, I think you gotta want to do it. Like it's like if you've been doing this.
I mean, if I'm in the house fucking around with sounds and I'm experimenting, yeah, I got a few of those.
Yeah.
With those rhythms, whatever. But I'll play you some shit.
Yeah, I think like you have to really want to jump into that section of production, like to do it properly and to get respect, right?
Yeah.
You got to kind of leave behind what you were doing before and be all in on this.
I mean,
for it to be accepted.
You can't just be 50-50.
I haven't seen one guy be in that genre 50-50.
Leezy be Spanish like him.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Nothing's impossible.
No, yeah, you're right about that.
Anybody could make a banger, but especially
But to live in both lanes, like hip hop and reggaeton, as a producer, to have clientele from both genres.
As a producer, I haven't seen that.
Price goes up, super up when you find that one.
As a rapper, that's easier to pull off. As a producer, that's much harder to pull off. Because you got to have your ear to both worlds.
And that's another thing when you buy a beat from a famous producer, a reggaeton producer. Now, when that beat drops, you got all those fans waiting for that sound. Oh shit! Boom! That's that new Mellow.
Yeah, because there's fans of a sound over, even like the guy rapping on it.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He got his
crazy
fans
shit sometimes.
So
Yeah,
that's winning already.
So when you get with that producer, you've won a little bit already. Because his fans that fuck with his style.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, that's the hardest part. I mean, especially on the West Coast.
Yeah.
To find an authentic Puerto Rican dude that's really about that,
Yeah.
And
You have to go to Miami for it, really.
You gotta
Damn
talk
right.
like Manny
Damn
from
do.
Scarface.
Huh?
You gotta talk like Manny from Scarface. It'll be like every time he talks to you, be like, he's gotta talk like Manny. Be like,
come on, man.
yeah, every time he's pushing the button to talk to you, come on, man.
There's a track right there.
Oh man. What a lot of people probably don't know is when the Scarface video game came out, Mellow and myself, we did the title track. The
I have
World
that
Is
game
Yours.
still.
Yes, we did. Thank you.
That was a dope track.
Yeah.
I love
And
that game.
It was a dope track and a dope game.
Yeah, the game was dope.
There's no
It was
game.
like GTA, but Scarface.
No, dude, it was way. Dude, you could go to the basketball courts and see the coke bricks on the floor after you rob them. Like you're like, yo, like when you're playing that, you're like, I mean, as a like younger, you're like, damn, man, that kind of looks kind of like this is crazy, man. Like,
Yeah, so
It was a good game.
I know it was hard to beat at the end. I still have it. I'm a
Yeah, what I remember well too is they paid us handsome.
They
They
played
paid
us
us
pretty
handsome
good
for
for
that.
that. And yeah,
dope.
look at the graphics right there, man.
You can walk around that whole house just blasting. It's your house.
So you guys could say you guys got Scarface money.
Yeah, we did. You know what?
We
They
got
even said, you
Scarface.
want to
You
know
said
something?
that.
You gotta clap it up for them though.
You know
man.
what's
Yeah,
crazy is they sent me. They did they did a collaboration with Nike on the release of that game. So there's a pair of Nikes that are half white, half black with the red sole.
You have those?
I have them.
You don't wear them?
I don't wear them.
Damn, dude, that is like.
I'll wear them, but I don't wear
If
them.
I
Nah,
remember
be real, like-
correctly, too, B, they gave us a banging ass watch that was crazy.
Yeah, they gave us a watch.
the
They gave us a
party.
crazy cigar box
Yeah.
too.
That's crazy.
I still got the cigar box somewhere.
Yeah, be real. That's like some stuff. It's like if you're not even gonna use it, you just like hold on to, because that's gonna be like.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I got that. Those ones are in my closet. Nice.
And you don't hold on to shit, bro, like at all.
Well, that I held. on.
like,
That's clean.
like he does not, dude, like at
Yeah.
all, bro. Like, God, the studio had a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Like-
I am not the collector. You know what I'm saying? I never have been. I never had much to collect back in the day, so I stood with that. You
Yeah.
know?
But usually that changes. Like usually when you're like, oh, I didn't have enough to get. Now when I'm older, I collect a couple things. You know, but you're just like, nah.
I look at it as clutter, man. I don't like clutter, so I just you know,
Word up. Yeah. I have a nice shoe collection, but that's it.
yeah, I don't have like a bunch of those crazy things like that.
I don't have Superman toys and
Yeah.
gadgets and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Same here.
You don't have a lightsaber?
No, sir. What's a lightsaber?
Everybody.
You said life. It's lightsaber.
Lightsaber.
Yeah,
Lightsaber.
yeah. He called it. He's like, you don't have lifesavers. It's like, no, bro, we don't have candy.
So I haven't been to the liquor store in a minute.
Lightsaber, yeah.
Lightsaber, that was it.
No, like my man Kwame, for instance. You see him on the gram. Kwame got toys and gadgets
He got
and this and
Zilla.
that. And you know, shout out to him. I had just never been that guy to collect. You know, like
What's crazy is all that stuff is worth money.
Facts.
You know, later it's just like I can't fathom like having a whole room.
Yeah.
It's because you got to
of
be
just-
into it.
Yeah, I was never into.
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Like you guys used to collect baseball cards. I remember that.
Yeah.
for a time.
That's
I
big
saw
money.
Sendog's card collection recently.
Oh, really?
As we're clearing out mom's house, you know, we had to sell the estate and everything, and we're all back there except San. He didn't come.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at all these boxes that's all the way up the side in the garage. I'm like, what are these? I come in there, it's gotta be over $50,000, if not more. Each year by sport, he had them. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
yeah, he had them like properly.
What did he tell you? Prendo?
No,
Like-
I mean,
he ain't
cards.
giving them up. He ain't
Cards
giving 'em up.
always been a money maker, yo.
Yeah, those make money.
Baseball
Like,
card.
hey, Muggs bought his first turntables with his baseball
Yeah,
cards.
Sure did.
Yeah.
You know who does that now? Like a lot. Shiki does that a lot. Like, cause I still talk to him.
Smart move.
And he puts me up on game. He has me getting certain cards. He's like, look, bro, this was playing in the season. You got a chance of getting a sign. Like it's
Yeah,
crazy.
him and Damon into cards heavy. I know Mellow's got a roll, so do we got questions from the Asylum real quick?
Yeah, we got a few questions and comments up in here.
All right.
First one up, we got Jibby saying, I used to play Menarosa so much when it
Hold
first
up.
came out.
Oh, what?
Hold up. You forgot a couple letters. Menti
Menti
Rosa.
Rosa.
Mentirosa.
Wait,
Menti Rosa.
Okay,
He
that's
said Menarosa,
he
right?
says Menarosa. That sounds like a drink. Hey, can I get a couple of shots of Menarosa?
That sounds like a
It's
nasty
their
thing.
dog, a nasty one too.
Menarosa
One of those
fucked
fruity
me up.
joints that gives you a headache.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of those sugary drinks, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jibby saying, I used to play Menti Rosa so much when it first came out, I can still sing the whole song today.
Attaboy.
Word up.
And I'm supposed to ask Mellow about the Party 1, 2, 3.
Do you remember Party 123?
Party 1, 2, 3.
Shag's Apartments. There was a dude that lived there, And whenever we rolled up, we're like, "Hey, how you doing, bro?" And he was party 1, 2, 3. He was a crazy alcoholic. I can't remember his name. Sen knew his name. I can't remember.
Yeah,
his name.
look, for me, I'm sorry, I don't. I blacked out of a lot of things due to my drug use of many different kinds. But I really no, I don't.
I don't do drugs.
And we got Stick With It up in here asking, did Mellow ever tour with NWA?
No. I go back with them, but no, they were in a different kind of lane. They were in their own lane at that time, and I don't know too many groups that toured with them. You know what I mean? For the most part, on that first tour, I think they were a Public Enemy, maybe.
Yeah.
Here and there, but I was over here with Kid Frost, and we were trying to set this thing to the Latino thing up. But I knew Easy, and even after I dissed Easy on Rhyme Fighter,
Yeah.
Easy is the one that taught me, like, yo, we're not doing that. We just out here trying to make some money, bro.
Right.
He never tripped on me. I saw him in a couple spots with DOC, with Doc, and Easy was mad cool. He was
mad
like, let's
cool.
take this picture for La Opinion newspaper.
Yeah, he was mad cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And we got Haza up in here saying, you're the coolest guy in the world. It's so good to see you on the show, Mellow Man Ace. So glad this day has come. Peace and blessings to you and your brother and legendary Mellow Man Ace in the house.
Yo, la bendición, much love. I mean, if I had a million more of that guy, I'd be all right. A million more of him. Yes.
Bring it. And we got Roger up in here saying, Mellow Man Ace, it's fire to have you on the show.
Oh man, thank you. I'm blessed. I feel real blessed to be here. You know what I'm saying? With my guy B, man, we have so much history. We came up. We used to watch Crush Groove on the big screen.
That's
we
right.
Watched break dance in movies and Wild Style and everything. And we always said, you know, if we do this right, we can land in a good place. And we did that.
That's
and
right.
Mellow.
from their successes to mine and the combined ones that we have, it's been a great roller coaster, man.
I gotta ask you this: did B have moves?
Breakdancing?
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't really a breaker. He was more of a popper. He was an up top, pop lock.
But he had
And
the moves.
He had a nice twister flex from what I remember back in
I
the
try
day.
to tell these guys.
Yeah.
I know. But it's like when Greg shows up. It's like, all right, Greg, what kind of drugs did he do?
He was always taller, so I think he knew that it would look better if he was a pop locker more than a break dancer. Because if you break in and you got too much knee, too many knees going.
Too much length.
You was
hard.
a pop locker too, right?
No,
No, he got on the
You
floor.
was a more breaker, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, but no, it's lovely to be here, man. Thank you in the chat room there. I appreciate the welcome, and it's a beautiful day to be here with B and
First
and
of
share
many.
with Les and the rest
Cheers,
of you guys, man.
Hell yeah.
First of many, Papa.
Oh, my doggy, my dog. I'll be here tomorrow. What time?
There you go.
And we got George up in here asking, Mellow, any chance on taking Be Real to the golf course? Congratulations on the
golfing.
hole-in-one.
I've golfed
That's
like
right.
you used to paintball,
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
every Wednesday at 8 a.m., 8:30.
Yeah, I remember you used to go way back, like just when you were first getting into it.
Yeah,
And so you still,
still to this day.
Oh,
I played yesterday.
Steph Tone would love to go golfing with you.
I would invite him
So you
in the
got
chat room.
skills. You got skills, basically, right?
In the chat room, I will invite him, and any Wednesday at 8:30 in the morning, you're more than welcome to come out
That's
with
dope.
us.
You get it in early. All right.
Yeah, we get it in so that way we have the rest of the
Rest
day.
of
We
the
don't.
day.
We can still move and do some things by 12:30.
That's
I
right.
wonder how much do you
Professional.
burn on a golf course? Like if you had an iWatch, and then
You don't burn enough.
Well, I mean, but it still has to be a number because you're walking.
Well, you're
you know?
walking around,
but-
standing
Well,
there.
we have carts
Yeah.
for that, and you can smoke and drink and do all that. So usually that's what we do.
Oh, we got to
That's
do that.
dope.
We got to
Yeah.
do that. We
Oh, you'd
definitely-
love it, man. I mean, nobody's going pro where we play.
Yeah, no, we're
know.
definitely ain't doing that at 50.
But you got I know you got some skills by now.
Oh, I've been playing for 30.
Exactly.
32
damn,
I'm like,
years.
damn, you got to be like Tiger Woods right now.
He's gonna smoke everybody.
No,
Mellow Woods.
you know, anybody can shank a ball. You know, left. It happens even to the guys on TV. You
Yeah.
know, so it's a lot of. It's probably the hardest sport I ever played.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because, you know, football is grunt. Oh, let's hit this cat. You know what I mean? Baseball is more finesse. you know.
Right.
And if you can keep your eye on the ball and you can run, you're pretty much there.
And hit.
Basketball is let's run here, let's run there, dive for this, let's do all that.
Yeah.
Golf is the only sport that you can't blame nobody.
Yeah. It's
If
all
you
on you.
suck, you suck, right?
God damn it!
And it's all about technique, slow movement. It teaches you patience. And I think for me, with all the crazies I've dealt with, you know, the women in my life, that I think patience is good for me.
That's your Zen time.
Yes, sir.
All
You
right.
know what? That's kind of really understandable because there's a lot. I don't personally golf, but there's a lot of dudes that like whenever they said there's like I need that, bro. That's the reason we're still married.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, I'm just like, yo, man, this is that serious.
That's the outlet. That's you know.
Yeah, but like it's you know, some people go to the shooting range, some people, you know,
Yeah.
but golf is a long time. That gives you a lot of time to kick it.
Well, you need enough time to get good at it. All right, what else you got?
And we got Sick With It back up in here saying Mellow Man Ace, hip hop royalty, and shout out to Big Sen Dog.
That's right.
Thank you, fam. Thank you. I appreciate you. Again, yeah, my brother. We've been going through some things family-wise lately, you know, but Mom's is now in a better place. But we just want to say thank you for the love and the support. We couldn't be who we are without y'all. So thank you so much, for real.
And we just got one more in here. We got Jeffro up in here saying, want to give a huge shout out to my Cuban brother, Mellow. Let's make this manifest and have Mellow open up for Cypress Hill on the next tour.
Boom bang.
This Jethro guy's onto something here.
Yeah, Jeff Rowe, man.
Salute.
He's got scuffed shoes, but he's okay.
Let's see. Maybe if I bring them out or something, introduce them one day, that'd be dope. Maybe we can get back up and do a lowrider together.
yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, we
That'd
gotta
be
do
fly.
that.
That'd
We
be
gotta
fly.
do that.
I have
I
have one last question. Mellow, does the mustache run in the family?
The mustache.
Like
Sen Dog's Brocha.
like, yeah, bro. Cause
yeah,
like,
it don't really. I'm the only one that never got the complete get down. Sen Dog and Pops are the only ones that got it.
Cause that
Yeah,
fool has like an escoba, bro. Like he has like a broom, bro. Like that's
Yeah.
just
You
hard.
know, there's theories that Sen Dog's Brocha disconnects from him at night and is a superhero and saves
Is that
people.
right?
Yeah, there's the legend of the Brocha.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But nah, yeah, Sen is on some other stuff, man. I talked to him on my way here, and he wanted me to tell you what's up, and everybody over here say what's up.
Salute to the dog, man, and salute to my man Mellow. There goes the Brocha right there, standing strong right there. Look at that, flexing hard. They say his Brocha is related to Sam Elliott's Brocha, you know, like distant cousins. Mellow Man Ace, everybody. Word up. Thank you for being here, my friend, my brother. Again, first of many times. We're going to get into this little break, and we're going to come back with submissions.
Yeah.
You got it? Hold up. You got any shout-outs before we go?
Yeah, no, I just want to shout out hip hop, man, because of hip hop we do so much, and I want to shout out my man Marco Martinez, who's in the lobby, and the beautiful things that we're working on. I'll present you some things off screen that I want to talk to you about later, but just want to say thank you to the love and the gratitude that people give us wherever we go, and I just want to say peace, rest in peace, moms, man.
Rest in peace, man. All right, we're going to be back with submissions right after this.
BeReal.tv.
Cool, brother.
That's dope. So, I believe this is show 9 that we're talking about here, and this would be Toronto, Canada. Funny story about this spot, right? Years ago, when we were doing the Smoke Groups tour at Cypress Hill, one of the shows was at this place.
The Budweiser Stage is the name of the venue, but it used to be called the Molson Arena or something like that. We did many shows here.
That was one of our first big shows in Canada, this Smoke and Grooves tour thing.
One of the times that we played here, we didn't even have B-Real, but that's a whole other story.
I happened to miss that show. I flew back home to take care of some personal business and whatnot, and as I'm coming back to the gig, my flight gets delayed by an hour. Nobody knew why the flight was delayed, but it was delayed by an hour. They let us go on the plane after the hour. You know, they sorted it out, got everybody on the plane. We get on the plane. We're on the plane for about an hour, and it's not taxiing or doing anything. It's just sort of sitting there. They pull us off the plane, said they had a malfunction with this plane. They couldn't figure out. They had to put us on another plane. So another hour goes by while we're waiting for a plane to take us to Toronto, and they find another plane. I still have time to make it though for the gig, right? Because Cyprus was going on at 7:30 at this point, and you know, I still had time to make it. We get on this plane, and we're on for about an hour, and then I'm looking at it like, oh, this is getting close. What's going on here? And they pull us off the plane. They tell us that a dog has gotten out of one of its kennels, chewed up wires back there. This plane could not leave. We had to wait for another plane. That third plane that we were waiting for wasn't going to get me there on time, so I did not make that show. And it was at this spot. Now, the very next booking at this place for me was with Prophets of Rage, when it was still called the Molson Center or Molson Arena or something like this. And it's a very nice place. It's the only gig on this tour that is not an arena so far. All of them have been in arenas. This one was sort of like an opened ceiling venue.
All of the shows have been inside arenas and everything like that. So it was good to have a little different look.
BeReal.tv.
Day intake.
Time for submissions.
All right, shout to Snacks right there.
Snacks.
We got a bunch of submissions in today. First one's up. We got the Brisket King up in here. Got a little new creation for everybody.
A new creation.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
It looks like French toast.
Oh, is it
I
breakfast?
believe it is a Nashville chicken patty melt.
Oh, wow. A Nashville chicken patty melt. So is there a patty with the chicken, or is the chicken the patty?
I think the chicken's the patty.
Okay.
I'll have one.
Either way, it's going down.
I would have it either way. It's kind of too fried for me, but I would try it at least once.
Hey, that thing is happening to me when you guys remember, you're like, hey, man, you're going to get to it where the fried food, you're going to have to pick your choices.
Yeah.
Because that shit, that has a lot of repercussions. And, bro, I'm starting to realize that where I'm like, you know how like right now when you said that, I was thinking that I was like, that looks good, but if I want to enjoy it, I'm cutting it into fours or half.
Yeah.
I'm going to Ray and saying, hey, you want to just split this one?
Yeah, let's split this.
Because not even Tums could fix whatever the fucking outcome is going to come out of that one.
Yeah, no, that's not talk.
I need like 3 Tums, bro. And then it says do not take more than 2.
Do not.
Really?
Yes, bro. You have to read the instructions in the medicine, bro.
Yeah. I got a boy that be popping them Tums like Tic Tacs.
That's not good for you.
Exactly. That's what I used to tell him. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, like you could look, it's,
Stop
like, you
eating
could pop
that
it, but it's like you gotta like, you also gotta know like certain foods do not give you that, and certain foods do, bro.
Yeah.
So if you're eating a lot of fried foods,
Fried foods is bad for you, like if you eat them consistently. If you eat them every now and then, it's not so bad. But if
As long as you're working
if,
out.
if you know that it affects you the minute you eat it, you should stay away from it.
yeah, I'm starting to see that in a lot of foods, and I'm like, damn, man, I gotta give this shit up too, bro.
You gotta work out, dude. That's the bottom line, dude.
Well,
You
even
get it in.
you gotta
Yeah.
work- you know what? That doesn't matter,
Yeah, that
especially not when it relates to fried foods. That
It's like you could work out and sweat out all the toxins you got, bro. But like what your body is processing in your digestive system, there ain't no sweating that out, bro. That's just gonna be like, hey man, that oil is coming through your heart and you're fucking all that shit, bro.
yeah, anything fried, man, it makes your cholesterol and blood pressure high. So, for me, like, I stay away from it because of that. But it also, like, it just doesn't agree with me like it used to when I was in my 20s and early 30s.
And then you also got to realize too. You tell yourself the older you get, like I'm turning 33 by the way on Saturday, but I'm not that old.
23?
No, 33. All I'm saying is that you have to start realizing, as much as I love doing High and Hungry, and this is the reason we switched to seasons, just so I can still be alive to do High and Hungry season 12. but is not every meal is supposed to be a novelty. Everybody, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no.
this shit's supposed to be a nutritious supplement, bro. Like
Something that's,
like the shit to keep your vital shit alive. It's
good
like,
fuel.
But now everything is such a fucking novelty. It's like, hey, bro, we gotta have this 10 by 10. It's like, how often can you have that though?
You can't.
You don't tell people that. And there's
That's a
people saying,
that's a specialty order. Like, you would only have that every now and then. You would not have that on the regular. You'd be dead.
yeah, the eating experience is not supposed to be like every meal is not supposed to be a novelty experience.
Yeah, no.
Sometimes you gotta eat some fucking bitch ass broccoli, bro. As much as it tastes nasty.
I don't know if
I love
bitch
broccoli.
ass, but I like broccoli. All right, next.
And we got a Chillville Chancellor up in here saying, wifey made this bacon, lettuce, jalapeno, and pickle burger.
That shit looks fire.
That
bro.
looks
Like,
good
I like-
too.
And he's also saying, thank you to Steph Tone for the tip with the toppings. You're right. These have to go on top of the patty.
Yes, they have to go on top. Toppings don't go on the bottom of the patty because that would be bottoming.
like Ezone, if you was about to eat this, take the top bun off maybe. That'll take some calories off
That
right
too,
there.
yeah. that too protein style, like in and out.
I used to not do that, but my girlfriend got me in the habit of doing that. I'll be like, yo, why the fuck you always taking this shit apart?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, you dissecting shit. She was like, well, I was like,
You don't want to eat all that.
yeah,
fat,
she's
dude.
like, at the end, it's just fucking
Too much
yeah.
yeast, son.
Yeah, it's
dude.
just,
C, come sit.
right
All
now.
right, we got C minus special order. All right. Hello, C minus.
Hello.
Hola.
Hola. Hey.
See?
A UFO just dropped them off from Baco.
Yep. Hey, they reported a UFO last night.
Word here?
At where was it? It was in Vegas.
Wow.
But the
Out
news,
there.
but they said the news said that it could have been
Could have been.
a weather anomaly.
It had his way with you.
It
Yo,
always is.
I saw some things in the sky that didn't. I mean, it was yeah,
Unexplainable.
unexplainable.
All right.
Totally.
There
You
it
gotta
is.
start shooting at the sky.
Yeah. No, don't do that. All right, next.
All right, let's see if I get this one right. We got George up in here saying, my mom's homemade tacos de lengua.
Tacos de lengua.
Tacos de lengua.
All
And
right.
he's saying, greetings from Southgate.
All right. Salute to Southgate, hometown.
Nice.
That looks bomb.
Yeah, those do look good. I remember Mellow and I used to go to the King Taco on Long Beach Boulevard. And back then, I didn't eat onions. It was Mellow who took me to King Taco on Long Beach Boulevard in Southgate. And we used to eat tacos there because they were cheap. They were like a 75 cents, $1 tacos, whatever.
Damn.
And good. And, he put the cilantro and the onions. He ordered all the tacos with all that shit on it one time. And it was my first time having it because I didn't eat onions, but I had it because, I wasn't going to peel them out. And that was the day my whole thing with onions changed. I started eating onions right after that because, like, before I wouldn't eat them. Normally I would take them out, but I said, you know what, I'm going to try it.
Oh man.
And that was my whole change up. But King Taco in Long Beach.
Damn.
Anyway, next.
And we got Mark here from ATL saying he made a little wild pork shoulder.
Oh,
Wild.
Ooh wee.
So you caught this in the wild.
Ooh wee.
yeah. Nice.
Look at that.
We just made one the other day.
A pork shoulder?
Pork shoulder.
Bart is gonna show up. Bang.
Slam.
Bart's gonna smoke. I got smoked shoulder.
Smoke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Mr. Bart's. I don't feel funny saying that now because that's his actual last. Look at that. Damn.
Bring it.
I could call him Mr. Bart's because his actual last name is Bart's.
Excellent.
Makes sense.
It's true.
There it is, all cut up.
I told him
Lechon.
the recipe.
Oh yeah.
Not chuletas.
And we got Mizzle 10 up in here having some pupusas throughout the holiday.
Pupusas.
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 Not papusas.
Papoose.
Not papussies.
Pupusas.
Pupusas.
That shit looks good, bro. I'll take one right now.
Yeah, those look great.
That pussy.
Like right now, dude.
Pupusas or tacos?
Where's the cintas guy, bro? He always brings some. Shout out to the cintas guy who comes to replace the towels. He always brings like one or two. And it's fire.
And we got our boy Mr. Miller up in here with a little prime rib.
All right. Prime rib.
Bring it.
Ooh, you son of a bitch.
Damn, Mr. Miller.
God damn it.
Cook this with Ralph Ramos? Is that what y'all did? Saw the picture,
That makes me miss Fogo even more. I was like, I want to go now. But I don't.
They have really good mashed potatoes.
Yeah, their mashed
fried
potatoes are really good.
And I want it now.
Their water's good over there.
Yeah.
They
Water?
everything is good over there.
Salad bar was tight.
The salad bar is really good, yeah.
Yeah, Colton ate like 5 pounds of the bacon.
You can like, there's some folks that don't even eat any of the meat. They go just for the salad bar. They'll pass up on
Why
all
go
the
there?
beefs.
That's
For real.
crazy.
Like,
Yeah, no,
asshole.
yeah.
And
Why? You go ahead.
we got Weed Bee burning up in here with a little prime rib as well.
Damn, bro.
Damn, what is it? Prime Rib Day?
Is fucking Bart's gonna show up? Like, 'cause, like this is
Holidays,
too
B.
much, dude.
Christmas thing.
Damn.
That's it, dude.
People want to cook.
Let's go order some prime rib right now.
You guys are fucking making me drink, dude.
It's your fault. I had drinks today. Today, I was ramped up.
Yeah, you were.
I was excited. My bro Mellow was right here, and I ramped the hell up.
It wasn't because of anybody else. It was just Mellow.
Yeah, I get. No, you know what? You set me up for one. That's true. You did set me up for one.
Imagine you heard that. We all don't matter.
Yo, let me get one.
Nah, I think you've had enough. I just playing with you.
There.
Good looks.
All right, next.
And we got Roddy Rod up in here with a little drink fail.
You're failing with drinks. Oh yeah. Why?
You're so cool.
You tried to kill me, bro.
So cool.
You're so cool. I'ma call you a culo.
That's how Aton takes his shots.
Flaming.
That's his barber.
I'd be upset.
That's a fade.
You lit my mouth.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Because like if I have a beard, for sure.
Oh yeah, you're burning your whole if he had his little beard jumping off, dog, that's done.
We're fighting.
It's all crispy. You smell like burnt hair.
The nastiest smell ever.
And alcohol.
Ever.
He just looks like he just poured it on his face.
I'd be socking that fool right in his mouth right now, bro. And instead he busts down to dance. Like, I'm so cool.
He's fabulous, dude.
I'm so fabulously cool.
Yeah.
So
Let's do it again.
Did it ignite as soon as it made contact, or was it?
No, it was already.
It was already.
It was already lit.
It's already lit.
His dumbass, his dumbass drunk something that was already lit
Threw
up.
it on his face.
Colton filmed this.
Yeah, this was in Long Beach last week.
Yeah, Long Beach.
His cologne lit up.
Colton's nephews.
His Dracar.
Next.
And we got Space High up in here saying dope as fuck. Thank you so much to E-Zone.
You're welcome, dog. That's quite the sticker collection.
It is. It's a robot.
Awesome.
It seems like the same guy from yesterday.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Little to him. Go to flavorsbyezone.com.
Saludo.
New stickers coming next week. But I got new lighters.
Una sticker. All right.
And let's see, we got Jason up in here. Jason saying he's doing dabs tonight and had to run a quick errand, and Burner and Be Real were on the playlist.
Awesome.
That's a good song. Any song with Burner and I is a good song.
Excellent.
Yes, they are. Go check everything in the catalog. Go do it.
You got to roll like a half cookies, half insane.
Yep. That's right.
And we got Big Russell up in here asking, would you guys try this drink?
Fuck yes.
What is it?
This girl knows how to pour, bro.
What is it, though?
Bourbon.
It's bourbon and what?
And urine.
Just straight bourbon.
Just straight bourbon? No, I would not just do that. You know how,
Bring it.
like, you'll have alcohol poisoning.
No, you won't.
Yes, you would.
I've drank a cup like that. Dude.
A cup of full bourbon like that.
At the shortstop.
You're crazy.
That's how E-Zone pours for me.
That's how you're going to walk out back home.
He ain't walking out of there.
And it's not even that much with all that ice, though.
You're crazy.
I'll do that right now.
Sure,
people.
listen, it's watered down, but I'm telling you, That's alcohol poisoning.
Yo, the water just makes more alcohol. Believe that. Just don't think it's watering it
No,
down.
no, it waters down to a degree, but there's still all that alcohol in there.
Yeah,
It
just
doesn't
filling
matter
up.
that you put all that
I
water
will
in
go
there.
get a cup right now and fill this up with the ice there. And
All right, well, I would not be responsible for anything that happens to you.
Man.
Disclaimer. All right, next.
And next up in here, we got Mike Phillips saying your Christmas rolls versus my Christmas rolls.
I sort of like
I had both.
both, yeah.
Bring it.
Put those other rolls in the oven real quick.
For after your Christmas
after
roll.
your Christmas roll.
Hell yeah.
Should have a roll on roll.
That's all right.
Slap a little cheese on there.
Yeah. Some jamon.
Perfect.
And we got Bubba Kush up in here saying he's cutting up some clones.
Nice. Growing mushrooms it's its own fucking art, bro. Not as easy as they make it sound.
I've never heard anyone make it sound easy.
Oh, believe me, all these guys would be like, "Yeah, it's not that hard. It's a lot easier than growing weed." I'm like, "Well, guess what? Nobody said growing weed was easy, bro.
Yeah.
That shit's hard as fuck.
That is hard.
Yeah.
Kenji looks stressed all the time, dude.
Got to be on it to keep the ladies looking right.
Yeah, baby.
You know that? Yeah. Take you to another place. I know a place. All right.
And we got 509 Divine Pines up in here saying some homemade bubble hash.
That's a hell of a name.
Wow.
509 Divine Pines.
Yeah.
That's good. And that hash ball is nice too.
He's also got some homemade cured rosin.
Is this yesterday?
No, we had a different hash ball yesterday.
He's giving us different hash balls every day, bro.
That rosin looks good too. Is it flower rosin?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's flower rosin. I'm saying, yep, it looks good.
And we got HX Chill up in here saying, sorry, I'm late. Traffic was horrible. The traffic. Ripping the bong.
Yep.
That's what C- was doing.
A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he is needed.
I mean, everybody said that lie at least once in their life.
What, traffic?
But you just make some shit up like that.
Can you imagine C- at 2 o'clock?
And we got Steve-O from the 209 saying, found some OG for Christmas, and I bought it all.
Ooh, that looks good. Looks good, whatever it is.
But it doesn't look like OG though, does it?
I don't know from this lighting right here.
Pedro?
It looks like something else, but I'll tell you, it looks good.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad, but I'm saying like it, or maybe it's like too much lighting.
It could be.
Yeah, too much lighting, and then it just.
It's hard to tell.
It's OJ.
I mean, it looks good, but it doesn't necessarily have that OG like color.
Yeah, the color's not there.
OB.
And next up in here, we got Inner Realm saying, getting high with my mom back in the day when I was
Dang.
just a little boy.
Right on, man.
That's dope.
Stoner moms. They're soccer moms and stoner moms. Awesome. They're both awesome.
Suck it to me.
And we got this next one sent in for E-Zone from Mike Phillips, little King of the Hill action.
That's fucking sick.
That's
bro.
dope.
That's nice.
That's pretty cool.
That's sick, man. Kind of love. You love kind of.
They're life size even, right?
Yeah. That's pretty badass. Wherever that's at.
And we got King Keek up in here with a little drone action.
King Keek. What the fuck is going on? Is his drone making all these light patterns?
He's saying it's been too cold to take a light painting video of my drone flying, but here's a compilation of practice shots.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's like some raver shit.
It's a little itty bitty ass drone.
Yeah. Keep playing with it, man. You never know.
It's pretty trippy.
That is trippy. If you're on mushrooms, it'd be way trippy, man.
Holy shit, dude.
And we got Jennifer up in here saying, watching the live show all the way from Tennessee.
What up?
Tennessee, what up?
Tennessee.
Looks like she's got a little lizard right here too.
She's got what?
Little lizard right there.
A bearded dragon.
Bearded dragon.
She's got a little bearded dragon. My.
It's a lizard, man.
Yeah, it's a lizard,
It's
man.
a lizard.
Lizard lips.
Fly pelican.
It's a fly pelican.
And we got a Jeffro up in here saying an elderly woman overriding fracture of the distal femur.
Oh man.
Oh, the femur. Oh my god. That's one of the worst bones you could break.
Wow.
That sucks.
Painful.
And that's an older lady too. That's so fucked up.
No, yeah.
Una vieja. Viejita.
Man.
Viejita.
Femur.
Pobre viejita.
Damn, that sucks.
Yep.
Any healing prayers
To her.
send her way, man.
Yes, yes.
When you're old too,
She'll be all right.
it takes a while for you to heal.
It's fucked
Yeah.
up.
What can be a hitos?
And we got Mr. Smokey up in here saying finally got the elephants on acid funky tip.
Awesome.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Smoke.
Got to get some rolling practice in. I see you.
Yep.
But you didn't ask for a rating, so let's keep it moving.
And here he is taking a dab.
All right. Oh, gee.
Papaya rosin.
God damn.
Let's go.
Oh, is that a Whippet rig? That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
It's a whipped cream cartridge thing, but it's a rig. That's sick as hell. Who made that?
That's pretty cool.
Excellent.
He's getting nosed out.
Nitrous dabs.
He's like, fuck yeah.
Smoke.
Smoke it.
Nitrous dabs, huh?
Yeah, because that's what that is.
That's crazy.
Well, it's not nitrous, but I'm saying the nitrous dispenser.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Smokey. And that seems to be it so far.
Word up. Thank you for your submissions. Keep them coming to BeRealTVContests@gmail.com, and we get them on. All right. If you haven't smashed that like yet, please take the time and do it now. We'll wait for you. You know what I'm saying? Just smash the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribing. Click the all notification bell to get down with the content we drop. The Dr. Green Thumb Show, Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern, live. All right. And we welcome all of you to it, you know, if you're new. And, you know, for lottery numbers, 03, 29, 12, 29, 72. You hit those numbers, we get 10%.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Church.
What did they lose?
Yeah, nothing. All right, it's time to open up the doors to the insane asylum. You got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion. It is now your floor.
Go get that door.
Welcome to the insane asylum.
All right, first one's in here. We got Midget Mike asking, what's the craziest food thing y'all came up with when you was high and hungry?
Came up with?
Like, you know, you're stoned at home and you're like, I got to create some kind of food here. I'm hungry. Any creations you've came up with?
No, it's just mostly putting any candy on fucking ice cream. It's about as creative as it is. You know, when you get those like super munchies, but not anymore. Or, I mean, I don't know, man. Like I like as creative as it gets is like putting like my French fries in the middle of the burger. That always hits home for me.
That's creative. Anyone else?
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't think of any. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I switch it up.
And I don't
Peanut
even want
butter jelly sandwich, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's asking like
Nothing
if you do
crazy.
anything to it, like if you put anything in that, like it's like
Something weird.
like if you
Something
put blueberries,
foreign.
you
No.
put blueberries in that shit, you know, or something like that.
You know, when you hide, you do some crazy like.
I put real peanuts in my PB&J.
Bring it.
Yeah, no.
And we got Isaac up in here. I don't even want to say this, but Isaac's saying Pedro owes shots or flips. He ain't said one word since he got introduced.
Ooh.
Damn. Wow.
Pour me up a
Pedro.
shot, man.
Who would have
Come on.
thought?
I was waiting for Pedro to ask for a shot in the first place, but here you go. Now
You got to
that-
catch up,
that
dude.
you
I'm
got-
giving you like 5.
Now that you've gotten called out on it, there it is.
Nah, give me some tequila. Some clear.
Tequila, mama.
Adelitas. All right, next.
And we got Megan up in here saying, my friend Ryan from Miami is Cuban. He told me Al Pacino's Cuban accent in Scarface was crap.
It was.
What are your guys' thoughts?
Wait, who's?
Al Pacino's.
Al Pacino?
El Pacino. Al Pacino.
El Pacino.
El Pacino.
Not El Pacino.
No, I know, but that's what he's
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino.
Cappuccino, bro.
Cappuccino.
So what are you guys' thoughts on The Voice?
It wasn't like, no, it wasn't even right, but it was good anyway. It was so bad that it was good.
Awesome.
You know, that's why people try to emulate The Voice. I mean, it was good as he could do it, but it wasn't like spot on. That's my 2 cents.
Scarface is fun.
Thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
I can't speak on the accent.
But yeah, as far as the accent, yeah, he you know, it is what it is. Hollywood.
It was good at some points, and it was kind of at other times, but it was still good. I mean, you know, he did what he did.
Even a sandwich, man.
And we got J-Dub Finest up in here saying the craziest PCP story ever was about rapper Big Lurch. He chewed through the chest of a woman and pulled out her heart.
Holy shit, dude.
That is interesting. That's dark.
That's like some Mortal Kombat shit.
And we got El Rocha up in here saying greetings to the table and the Treehouse crew.
Greetings, bro.
Cheers.
Salute. Hello.
And we got Utah Hawk up in here saying sports cards collector right here. My collection is probably worth 30 to 40,000.
Damn,
dude.
What cards you got?
Bring it.
Hey, some of those cards are worth a shitload of money.
Trying to tell you.
Yeah.
I got a few of them myself.
I would imagine Muggs still got some cards that he kept. That he had.
You ever heard of Pedro Guerrero?
Yeah, he used to be a Dodger.
Yo, I got stories with him.
All right.
One day.
Pedro.
We'll break it down.
And we got Layered Cake up in here saying Be Real needs Blaze there so he knows when he can swear again.
I got the clock right in front of me. You know what I'm saying? But he is a good indicator. The cunt alarm.
And we got Curtis the Great up in here saying, I was pretending I was going to kick out the back window of a police car because I wanted the cop to open the window so I could breathe.
Man.
Oh my God.
It's at that point they won't give you what you ask for. I mean, the very thing you need, they ain't gonna give it to you. Oh, you want the windows rolled? What do you think this is?
A limo.
Yep.
And we got Midget Mike up in here saying security guards have it easy nowadays. They're always on their cell phone.
Word up.
Yeah, that's why half the time things they're trying to keep secure aren't very secure because they're distracted.
And out of shape.
And out of shape.
Hello.
And we got Psycho Realm Jedi Trick up in here saying, shout to my wife for giving birth to my daughter last night.
Congratulations.
Congrats, man.
Congrats.
December, baby.
Did you cry?
Yeah, God bless.
And we got Thug Doug up in here saying, how many bottles of alcohol are on the table?
Of what?
Of alcohol.
Alcohol. Alcohol.
We got a lot.
There's probably three bottles. Yeah.
He's saying his guess is 70.
No.
Definitely.
It's 3.
And we got Justin up in here saying, bro, got my pieces, funky fat tips. LOL, use a whole 1/8 in one joint. It smoked great.
Hell yeah.
And we got Jessica Carbajal up in here saying, what's the difference between mushrooms and LSD effects?
It lasts longer.
Like, can you guys explain the difference feelings of the two?
You get a psychedelic effect for both. I think it's more or less the feeling the next day, where like you have an after effect feeling from the LSD, because I mean, you know, the chemicals that it's used to make, you know, whereas you don't have that sort of same feeling with the mushrooms. But you know, the other difference is when the mushrooms kick in, just before they kick in, you'll feel a slight twist in your stomach. Whereas with the LSD, you don't have that. It just comes on when it comes on. But I mean, you see the vibrant colors. Your mind opens up in a different way for both of them. That's about as much as I can explain.
And we got Herbs1 up in here. They've subscribed for 23 months, and they're on a 23-month streak.
Say what?
On Twitch. Right on, man. Good looking out.
And we got Layer Cake up in here saying, last Dr. Green Thumb episode of 2022. Tomorrow. Can't wait.
Word.
Nice.
22.
Yeah.
There
True
it
that.
is.
The year's
Salute.
over.
It's not wrong.
And the last one in here, we got Megan saying, I tried to send a shitload of lighters for Christmas to you guys, but the post office said, hell no. We can't send them.
Well, you could send them, but it's just not by that volume. You gotta have like a declaration, and you gotta have a certain license. That's why like BIC is the only one that can send them to you by bulk. You just gotta not say there's lighters in there.
Take it packaged, pre-weighed.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
And we got Marbell up in here, B.
Oh boy.
He's saying, Bolton, where my Cripness gifts at? It's been 3 years and counting. By the way, your edibles could use some sugar. They taste bland like green bean casserole.
Man. Setting it off on you today.
Did you guys see Marbell had his Instagram deleted the other day?
Why?
I had a little chat with his mother about him being rude, always sending me rude comments. Next thing I know, his Instagram is gone.
Wow.
Oh my
Did you spank him?
God.
You know, we just had to put a little cell phone restrictions on him.
No spanking?
Nah, it's 2022. We can't do that.
No fucking way.
He'll call child services. And I just want to let everybody know that seems to be it so far for the super chats.
We know that more come as it happens, so you know, when we see him, we'll take him. Word up. Yeah, you want to be putting your hands on Marbell, son.
No fucking way.
He might put his hands on you. Oh man, I think you just got another
He's
one.
saying Instagram is acting boof. No, you're the one that's acting boof. That's why Instagram took away your they took away your account.
Holy shit, dude.
Sound personal.
IG is
For sure.
being really boof with a lot of accounts, especially as it relates to cannabis accounts. They constantly on punish mode on a lot of our accounts. And it's a fact.
Jeez.
I don't know why they're so heavy on us when we live in states that are cannabis friendly and some are legalized, some decriminalized, all that. Yet they punish our accounts for it. It's crazy.
I'm pretty sure you could set a filter just like no problem, but they just decide not to.
Yeah.
Something specifically for California, I'm pretty sure they could do something like that.
California.
It's a great way to make you pay for a boost.
That part.
Let me punish their accounts by, making sure they don't get no growth.
Those boosts don't even work though.
Yeah, I know. Like, if you do it one time, it doesn't work. But if you get down to like paying them every month, which is what they want you to do, then you'll see something. But nobody ever does that. They'll do maybe a week, and then they'll stop, and then maybe they'll do it again sometime. They want you to be on that system consistently for you to see any sort of benefit from any benefit from actually paying for that boost. They want you to be on the hook.
They're finessing us.
Yeah, I will not be finessed.
Yeah.
And I got this sent in from A-Town this morning. He comes up to me. He's like, dude, I got to send you in the submission. I rolled the best joint ever.
Okay.
So he thought.
He's saying it's a 10, a perfect 10.
No fucking way.
You're playing with us, right?
No, this is what he was telling me this morning. He was pumped about it.
It's a fucking 5, you do.
Nah. It's not a 10. I don't
What? He's covering the neck though.
Yeah, doing magician tricks.
Well, and then it's a video, so we can't really scrutinize. We can't go to the neck.
It is a nice joint.
It's a very nice joint. 10? I don't know. I can't tell.
See a little dent right there.
I see like a dent on the other side too, but you know.
Yeah, it's true. Look at that dent.
Look at that dirty floor. I give it 4.
Just for the floor.
It's for your surroundings, bro. You get
fucking
a 4.
floor was dirty, man. I give it a fucking 6. All right, next. Oh man, it's hard on the gang over here, boy.
I was gonna actually show this clip too. Be real. This was on your Instagram. Little motorcycle fail that happened.
Oh yeah, this guy. It's a clear case of when you try and do too much happens.
All right, let's check this out.
Damn.
Yeah, I saw that clip like a month ago.
Is that here in downtown?
That's one of his best stunts, B.
His most viral stunt.
That's his most
famous
viral stunt.
Yo, what?
The guy that's
Do that shit again.
In the white motorcycle, I would have just left. Would have been like, bye.
Oh, you jumped over
It wasn't
him.
his fault.
Yeah, but I would have been like, I ain't about to deal with this.
Yo, but look, he jumped over him. Who could do that?
I don't know if he jumped over
They're
him.
like, yo, I didn't tell you to do a wheelie, bro.
He made it.
Didn't he roll under the car
he
though?
did
Look
not
at him.
make it.
Yeah.
He rolled under a car.
He got hurled. He hurled himself over.
He
but
made the jump, but he didn't make the landing.
Look right there. Look. That's a hard fall right there. Number
Yeah.
one, and then he's rolling into a car. Look at that. Right there, his legs for sure crushed.
Oh my
Then he's gonna be looking like a
God.
toothpaste thing.
No one said do a wheelie, bro.
Exactly.
So I saw Meek Mill do it.
How did he not see? And he couldn't see the guy in front of him because his whole bike was in front of him. He couldn't see nothing.
Man.
What a jerk.
Dumbass.
You killed it. You totally murdered it.
I'm seeing here. You remember that video I showed you of that town in Ontario that got frozen up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Turned into a frost town. Apparently, they got I don't know if you guys got the video.
Yeah,
of
they
that.
should have a video to that. I thought I seen it.
Bring it.
I didn't know what frostbite really looked like till like there was a video of some lady taking in some old person from
Oh
like,
yeah.
and I was like, "That's your skin's all ripping up and shit," and I'm like, "It's all frozen. You're like a piece of frozen meat."
Frostbite.
Is it purple?
Horrible.
No, it was just like it was
Freezing.
like
You could lose a limb from frostbite.
Amputation is
Yeah, look at
very
that.
capable.
that's somebody's house. That's snow on the
You
side.
know, when it gets that cold, your lungs contract, B. So it's hard to breathe too, B. It's like
There's a church somewhere that got froze up. No one can go in because it just like it's frozen from top to bottom.
It's rain, snow.
Yeah.
I bet it's like just freezing temperatures in the
It is,
negatives.
yeah.
Man, fuck. Anything turns into ice real quick.
gotta move.
All right. Is there anything else, or you got, or is? Oh no, we're good, huh?
That seems to be it.
Yeah, that seems to be it. Word up. Yeah. Can you imagine living in those conditions, man?
Oh,
You can't do much.
You can't do shit. Yeah, I mean, you're basically stuck in the crib unless you layer the fuck up, right? Think about getting dressed in the morning. It probably takes about 20, 30 minutes to layer completely up.
And you've seen those people trying to walk up like sidewalks, and like they're just, if it was icy or like it was snow, like
And they'll slip.
They'll slip and just bam. There was
Bust
one
their
dude
ass.
crawling on. He was crawling on his like elbows.
Have you ever
knees.
fallen like that on ice?
Hell yeah.
That shit hurts, bro, because it
Dude.
gets you unexpected.
Hey,
It's
how
the most
about-
humbling thing ever.
How about they were showing on the news this morning? There was this one road that's kind of slightly like inclined like this, right, or decline, however you say it. And cars couldn't stop themselves. They were just sliding down that particular road.
Yeah,
Like,
Slip and slide.
Yeah, you see like 3-4 cars trying to stop their car. They can't. They're going sideways down. It's like they're going through it up there.
I was there.
dude.
Yo, B, you didn't see that documentary? What is it? The 9 Lives of Vince McMahon.
No, I ain't seen that yet.
Yo, shout out to Godfather. He's in there, man.
Oh, I gotta see that.
You gotta see. Check it out. It's dope.
He's been around a long time.
Yo, Vince is crazy, man. Yo, he got some stories, B. Yeah, it's a good documentary. Check it out.
Yeah, there's some
Not
good.
the 9 lives of Vince McMahon.
There's some good ones coming out, but definitely got to check that one out.
Oh, yeah.
When you think about like how he took the business over from his father, and like just took it to the next level on shit.
His father didn't want to give him the business either.
No, he was giving him the business.
What streaming platform is it on?
Yeah, I seen it on Vice.
Vice. All
Yeah.
right.
Probably on Hulu.
It's dope. It's so dope.
Is that where all the Vice stuff is? Hulu?
A lot of it.
Yeah.
HBO and Hulu.
Yeah.
I was talking
And
to Chris.
Godfather's all over there too, all over that too. So shout out Godfather.
GF.
Apple juice, baby.
Hopefully, his healing rapidly over there in Vegas from the hip replacement surgery, and we'll see him down here soon.
Gotta get some of that TRT.
Word.
I
Hey, one quick thing. Rest in peace to the soccer legend Pele, who passed away today at 82.
Hey, legend.
I mean, legend.
Legend.
He was the guy who finessed the cycle kick.
The Chilena. That's what it's called.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I heard he won his first World Cup at 19, I believe. From what I was reading, I was like, oh wow,
That
There's
shit was
3
packed.
World Cups.
The pictures of him, those stadiums look so packed.
Oh yeah.
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 Look at that. Look at all those dots. Those are all people.
He's the first person I ever heard of that was like a soccer superstar.
Yeah.
The original Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Like I had heard soccer about him being the man and playing rad.
Well, they all lived in his shadow for a very long time.
Can imagine. Superstar.
Pele had the moves.
They studied Pele.
I didn't know he had his own store. Like he has his soccer stores.
Oh,
That-
Disney,
those
downtown
yeah.
Disney. They have it. Yeah, like Pele Soccer World.
And he had personality. I mean, this guy got in movies and everything.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? One of those guys.
Ray's saying he was in a movie with Stallone.
That's right.
Oh shit.
It was about soccer. Michael Caine was in that movie too.
Was Stallone playing soccer?
Yep. He was playing soccer. You could believe it. They were, I think, war prisoners, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they had to play against a national team or something like this. Can't remember.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It's almost like The Longest Yard, but with soccer.
Oh, man.
And Stallone.
Was Stallone playing soccer.
Yo, I'm gonna kick the ball.
Alone.
Oh,
Well,
damn.
look, oh,
There you
shit.
go. I'm kicking the ball.
He looks like he belongs in there though.
He was the goalie. Now that's the unbelievable thing because E-zone. How tall are most goalies?
They're pretty fucking tall.
Right? Probably about as tall as me or taller, right?
Yeah, like the LAFC goalie. He's the tallest one there.
Okay. How tall do you think Sylvester Stallone is?
Yeah, you don't want
like 5'11".
You don't want a midget Goldie. You know,
Yeah. Is he believable as a goalie?
I mean, I think I never met him, so I want to say he's 5'11". How old do you think how tall is he?
Well, they might say he's 5'11", but I don't think he's.
No, I'm guessing that. I don't know how tall he is.
I'm thinking he's 5'7", 5'8".
Oh, well, he's not that short.
It's not that tall neither.
Can't be goalie though.
It did, yeah. I mean, but I think because he really couldn't play as well as the rest of the cast, so they put him as goalie. It made sense. I
Michael
guess.
Caine.
Look at Michael Caine's taller than him.
Oh man.
Michael Caine could have been playing goalie, son.
Maybe he's just standing there a certain way.
Hey yo, I was playing goalie. Forget about it.
Throw the ball.
Soccer.
That's a volleyball.
I was playing soccer.
That is a volleyball though.
That's an old school.
No, it is not. Be real. That is a volleyball.
That's an old school European.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
old
that-
soccer balls. Yeah.
At the Guardian
Old
Angels.
school. They didn't always look the way they look. He's on. Just saying.
Spikes it.
Fuck this. Scared.
That's just another movie of him playing volleyball.
He likes the sports movie. Yeah. He did the, over the top, the arm wrestling.
That was the best.
That was a good one.
That was the corniest.
Arm wrestling.
Those
Arm
are the
wrestling.
good ones to watch when you have.
You know it's a good movie he did was Cobra.
Oh,
Yep.
that movie was once hailed as it had the most
Most kills.
kills
Cobra
in
was
it.
fire.
Really?
Yeah.
Cobra made you want to get all those like toy guns that were available in the 90s.
You know, you know what I seen the other day? Cliffhanger.
That's a good one too.
Yo, if you watch that shit now, yo, it looks so phony.
It's corny, yeah.
Like you see the fake sky background, like he's in the air and shit. Like looks real. It's funny.
He's the world-renowned Cliff.
I saw the new release date for Pedro's favorite
Creed.
movie series
Creed
is
3?
coming, like in March, right?
Yeah, I went to the movies and I saw a huge poster. And I was like, oh man, here it comes.
Ah, you know Pedro loves him some. What is it, Michael B?
Some
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creed 10. Is that
B
what it comes-
stands for boof, dog.
Dude, yeah. they're
Rocky
gonna-
returns in this one.
Does he?
Nah.
Does he fight Creed?
I wish he did.
That'd be
No, he's fighting a homeboy that like he came up with that apparently, goes to prison, but he feels like he was always the better one of the two.
He's like, check this out.
And he tries to
homeboy."
help. He tries to help homeboy or something like
Oh,
that,
wow.
and it all turns sort of like when Rocky helped, when he was down and out and he was training the white boy to and then the white boy turns on him and then they have the street fight.
Yeah.
Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy. Yeah, Tommy
Gunn.
Morrison, Tommy Gunn in the movie. Yeah. It seems like they're going that route on it. I mean, I haven't watched it. I don't intend to. Pedro could tell us about it when he watches it.
Yeah.
And you was in the big screen?
Yeah, huh?
You went to the big screen?
No, it's coming out in March.
Oh,
it's not.
yeah.
It hasn't came out yet. I'm gonna go see it with Ray.
Michael
Go
B.
see it.
Jordan
Are you gonna
says
do
he's
it?
watching you.
I wanna
Pedro.
go. I like Michael B.
That's
Jordan.
him looking at Pedro.
You gonna do a review, Pedro?
You can go too,
there,
Rizzo.
there he goes looking at you, Doc, like you keep talking about me, Pedro.
Yeah.
You know you like me.
Just admit it.
Just admit it.
Don't look into his eyes, Pedro. You're gonna get
Say my
hypnotized.
name.
You look soft, dog.
Yeah, they had a really big billboard for it in Vegas.
I can't even
Saw this
recall the last time I went to a movie theater.
What?
Like it was years ago, probably.
Bro, that shit is it's an American pastime. How dare you?
That's
You remember we were at the comedy
that's
store?
over. That
Remember we were at the comedy store and he had like a huge billboard right there?
Yeah. And Pedro
I was like, of course there'll be a fucking.
Pedro's like, I want to leave.
He keeps staring at me.
I was like, of course. It
He's
wasn't.
like, is he
it
showing
wasn't-
up? Because if he is, I'm leaving.
I'm out of here,
Yeah.
dude.
It wasn't no Creed poster though. That's for
Netflix. Nobody goes to the movies no more.
I do.
I was gonna say we
Yeah, I
got
do too.
I was gonna say we got Megan up in here saying, "Could I please have a moment of Colton's? Thank you." I don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah, what does that mean?
Just means butchering a bunch of words.
We all just.
Pacino.
I'll hold back, Colton.
Pacino.
Fermvato,
Frigioles.
El Pacino.
arrows.
I fuck up the grammar.
I'm just trying to think of a word you really fucked up. Botched.
There's so many. It's hard to just
There's
like
too many.
pinpoint.
How about conundrum?
Conundrum.
Conundrum.
Why don't you just
Don't get Marbell up in here again.
Why don't you just do that rap for us again, dude?
All right.
Yeah, you know the one.
All right. There it is. You had your moment of culture.
Yeah.
Spit that freestyle.
Spit that freestyle. Hey, we want to thank everybody for getting down with us. Make sure you check out the mix right after this on Twitch. B_Real TV is the place. You got an Amazon Prime account. Utilize it by cracking that monthly subscription to Twitch for free, and hear us DJ and play music. All right, come join us. It's a good time. Roll some more weed.
Yep.
Smoke out and listen to the mix. All right. And if you haven't smashed a like yet, quit being lazy. Smash it before we go. We need you to smash it ASAP. And subscribe if you're not subscribing. That being said, C-.
Oh, what up, everyone? I hope this is my first half day back, so hope everyone had a really rad holiday. And tomorrow will be my last kitchen sink mix of the year on Twitch. So join me at 9 a.m. and then we'll be here tomorrow for the Dr. Green Thumb show and the mix afterwards. And shout out to 4i, shout out to Shred, shout out to Yoli, shout out to everyone I saw in Vegas, and I'm sorry to everyone who I didn't see in Vegas. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Cycle easy.
Yo, shout out to everybody on the check. Shout out everybody here hanging out with us for the holidays. You know, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And we'll be back tomorrow for the Friday Jam. But word, if you check it for the merch, go to the psycholessshop.com. And if you want to follow me on the IG, it's the psycholess.official.
Word up.
Shout to Morning Shot Films, Ray. Shout to The Dominator. Shout to everybody in the Insane Asylum. And also, don't forget about the Funky Drop happening Friday at 4:20. We got the Blue Dream coming in the classic, fatty, and high roller size. So check them out. What's going on, Pedro?
Yeah, salute to everybody that's tuning in up there, Treehouse crew, everybody here at the table. Make sure you visit your local Dr. Green Thumbs and get your insane flavors, and hope y'all have a happy new year. I will see you guys next year. He's on.
Salute to everybody who tuned in yesterday, and make sure you guys tune in tonight for another episode of We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Thank you to everybody who is purchasing all the lighters on the website. Go to flavorsbyezone.com. There's a new one. The candles are on sale too. Make sure you use the special discount code CandleScore, 2 separate words, and save yourself some money at checkout. Aside from that, we will be broadcasting Saturday, so make sure you guys tune in. And yeah, I'll see you guys tonight.
Word up to check this on the replay. Apple Music and Spotify. Dr. Green Thumb podcast. Make sure you check out the Dr. Green Thumb dispensaries when you're in California to experience the insane flavors. The address to these locations will pop up shortly after the show. These are some of the flavors. Some of you know them very well. Some of you might say, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, Colton.
These are the flavors right here. We invite you to them. All right. And salute to all of our staff at all our stores and squad. And we appreciate you for spending this time with us. You know, it's everything to be able to interact with y'all. So we appreciate you and thank you. Lift one another up like you would like to be lifted. Help someone out instead of being a part of their, you know, misery, as a lot of people do when they stand by and see somebody going through something, and they might laugh or catch it for a moment, but offer no help. You know what I'm saying? Offer that help. Put love in the heart. Be kind to others. Be kind to yourself. And stay booth free. And smoke that good. Swallow that.
BeReal.tv